What advice would you give to people battling with addiction?
Whatever they have found themselves into, with determination, they can come out of it.
What role should parents, schools, religious organizations, and the government play in fighting addiction?
You have to teach good values, model good values. Your child should be free to communicate with you.
Okay, our next question here is, what role should parents, schools, religious organizations, and the government play in fighting addiction, sir?
All right. Parents have a great role to play. Like we know, family is the basic unit of society. Everybody you see on the streets comes from a family. So parents has a role to play. Number one, they have to teach good values, model good values. Your child should be free to communicate with you. Okay, there should be open communication between you and your child. And also you should also provide emotional support, provide counseling when needed. And also you should also know the kind of friends that your child keeps. Okay, if the friends are good friends, you are going to know, and you should be able to study your child very well. I think that is a role parents have to play. They have great roles to play in ensuring that their children are not addicts. And also in schools has a role to play by ensuring that they clamp down on such activities. There is proper counseling in the schools, okay, telling the students the dangers of illicit drugs and all that. Then we used to have a day for like club day, okay. So those days are being used to do sensitization, okay. The sensitize that can be done in the school level. So schools has a role to play, and also the government also can set up, can enforce laws against use of illicit drugs. And also religious, you talk about religious bodies, right? Religious bodies also have a role. They can talk about it in the churches, in the mosque, talk about the dangers of addiction.
Okay, the next question here is, how can the community work together to help reduce addiction in society?
Yeah, the communities has a role to play in ensuring that addiction is reduced in the society. Okay, so in communities can set up maybe talk shows. They can talk about addiction. They can set up sporting activities. There are sometimes these youths, there was a time we used to do some of these games. Okay, maybe a street is playing against another street. Okay, and maybe during the breaking session of the game, you can talk about addiction, what addiction can do, and why individuals or why persons should stay away from drugs or substance that can get them addicted.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Another question here is, can people who were once addicted become completely free and live productive lives again?
Definitely. People that were once addicted, they can become free and live productive lives again. The first thing that is needed is they have to identify, or they have to know that there is a problem, okay? And the next thing they need to do is they should seek for help. They should seek for help. They could because when someone is addicted, it may not be easy for the person to stop all by himself, okay? So you can talk to persons, you can talk to a person, and programs can be put in place to ensure that those substance is limited, okay? Because although it might not be a very easy process, but gradually the person that was once addicted can become free, okay? If it becomes too much, the person can be taken to a rehabilitation center. These rehabilitation centers, they have been trained to work on curbing addiction, on reducing addiction, reducing it to the barest minimum.
This brings us to the very last question for this program. The question is, what advice would you give to people battling with addiction, and for those that genuinely want to quit, how can they stay motivated and committed throughout the recovery process?
All right. I think the advice I will give to them is that they are not alone. They are not alone. Whatever they have found themselves into, with determination, they can come out of it. Okay. There are persons that have been addicted to substances, and they have gone through the procedures, they have gone through the processes, they have gone through the procedures that are needed to come out from addiction. So they are not alone. I just want to give them this message that there is hope for them. Okay, there is hope for them. They should not lose hope. They should not be hopeless. They can come out from addiction. They should seek help and seek guidance.
Thank you so much, sir, for all the answers to the questions. You really did justice to all the questions, sir. And we also want to say thank you very much for honoring this invitation. And I believe that a lot of people that are watching this program right now, I'm sure that they have learned and they are still learning a lot from what you just contributed. Thank you so much, sir. And this is not part of the question. I don't know, probably maybe you have social media handles, because people are watching right now might wish to visit your page, want to follow you and know more about you. I don't know if you have a social media handle that they can just, you know, search about you and start following you from now on, sir.
All right, thank you. On Facebook, at Senior Ahis. Senior Ahis. If you search Senior Ahis, you're going to see me. I think maybe I'm just the only person bearing Senior Ahis on Facebook. So Senior Ahis, Facebook, Instagram, Senior Ahis.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for that. Thank you so much for coming around, sir. And we hope to see you some other time again. Thank you so much, sir. Here we come to the end of the program.